Things with Paul Newman, and all kind of prison movies.
The Rock.
The Rock. And then we always, like I said, with Paul Newman, Cool Hand Luke. So, but when we hear about the whole, we often think, they go in there.
Whole little place.
Little place.
Where you put here's your boy, here's your bread.
And we don't ever really think about the reality of people here in our reality. We know the movies, and but we don't know. Tell us about the studies and things that you've read about that.
Well, in the whole itself, which it is unconstitutional.
Okay.
It is unconstitutional. It was ruled out, but for some reason, this part of Lehigh Valley is just not hitting because they have a program for prison abuse, but it's just haven't hit this part of Lehigh Valley. And if you put a person in any kind of solitary confinement more than 5 days, and a mental health person at that, what do you honestly think is happening to their mental shape? Put a schizophrenic in a room where there's no person other than the guard that you see walk by, and all of a sudden it's messing with their mental health even more. The TV or whatever, the wall going to be talking to them, because they'll be like, did you see that? Have you ever, not to get off the subject, but we talking about mental health, have you ever sat in a dark room and sometimes you swear you see something just moving somewhere, and you be like, that's not that. So imagine a person in solitary confinement all the time. They're going to start bugging out. If my son is having a difficult time functioning in society, he's having more of a difficult time functioning in the whole.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because half his prison term has been in the hole. After a while,
they don't have any type of limit.
It depends on the punishment, or it depends on the crime, or it depends on the infraction or the fraction that he has done.
Okay.
Because I remember the last time he did I think 4 months or 3 months, from October to January 11th.
So when you're talking about a week in the hole, you're talking about months.
Yes, in the hole.
And you're saying when you're in there, you're literally in a small room.
You in well, I think all the cells are small. But you just have a bed, I believe, a sink, and I believe a desk.
And that's it.
And that's it.
And no communication with anybody.
Not as I know of, and I would like to do a Lehigh study and go in the hole myself, just to see, but not as a criminal, just as a study person, to go in the hole for 3 days, or even I'll even stretch it for a week, to see what it would take my mental status. I want to know if I'm going to come out the same person, or am I going to be in there trying to take a sheet and wrap it around my neck because I can't take the endurance any longer. Because I myself, anytime I do something, before I do it to others, I want to take it on myself. So I'm not going to do anything offensive to go to prison, because that's not my style. But I would honestly like for these people that's putting the individuals in hole, for them to go in there themselves and see what it's like. Can you endure being in the hole? A sane person is going to come out with some kind of insanity. I don't care who you are, unless you're Jesus.
Well, tell me this then. I mean, what I've found is that the thought process of society now is, okay, you did wrong, you got to go to jail. You need to serve your time. Prison is not supposed to be Candyland. Prison is not supposed to be happy time.
No.
So I mean, and we understand what happened to your son, but no matter what he did, if he did what he did, he had to go into prison. And society is like, well, you know what, he did wrong, he has to pay the consequences.
And I don't mind that.
Okay, what have you found? Yeah, I mean, what do you feel about that?
I don't mind him paying his debt to society, but however, society got to pay their debt to him also. You feel that he needs to be rehabilitated? Rehabilitate him. Give him something so he can function. Teach him how he's supposed to act in society. Don't just go in there and rough him up. You just gonna make him come back in there a more rougher individual. Care is given both ways. Respect is given both ways. Just because you're a prisoner, that don't mean you're an animal. If you've done the crime, My son will tell you, because I went to court and I was like, take him away to youth, whatever. No. You did it, you did the crime. You have to pay your debt to society. But however, let society also pay the debt to them. You know, the prison, I'm sure, have a lot of programs. I'm sure that they do. And I'm not taking that from any one of y'all at LCP or NCP or anywhere. Forgive me, I'm not doing that. But I'm saying is, do y'all have programs that's going to teach these mental health people about their sickness? If the doctors in the prison evaluate them and say that they're schizophrenic, let them know what the schizophrenia is. Let them know why they're acting that way. And so just telling me I'm schizophrenic is one thing, but not letting me know what is schizophrenia is a different thing. You know, I have a mental health issue, but, here, you bipolar, here's the script. You take Buspar, you take Zoloft. Yeah, but what constitutes a bipolar? What are the signs and symptoms of being bipolar? What are the signs and symptoms of being a schizophrenic? What's the signs and symptoms for having intermediate explosive disorder? What are the signs and symptoms? And you will see whether them criminals is doing criminal acts or they're doing the signs and symptoms of their diagnosis.
So that could be key right there, because maybe, like you said, if 90% of the prisoners in there have some sort of mental disorder.
And
undiagnosed. If they could find out, if they could get it diagnosed, have an understanding of what's going on, then perhaps they can become, people in our society, productive people in our society. Okay.
And it's the baseline. It's the baseline. Like, I know my son's baseline. I know when my son is cycling. I know. And it's the baseline. And if the COs, the other people will say, so-and-so, I see that behavior. He's getting ready to spaz out, walkie-talkie, so-and-so, So there's an intervention set up already, because they know this is his diagnosis. If you see him pacing back and forth, he's getting ready to do something. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know your prisoners. You have to know your prisoners, know your clients. You have to know them. In order for you to help them, you have to know them. To be effective in your job, you got to know all the policies and procedures of your job as a CO or as a police or as a judge. You have to know the policies and procedures. Okay, so let the inmates know the policies and procedures of their mental health issues.
Right.
Let them know, if I want to pull out my hair or something, maybe it could be a side effect of a medication I'm taking. And a lot of the prisoners, I don't even know if prisoners that's in LCP, when they're on lithium, are they giving them a 6 month blood work? Because you could get lithium poison, toxicity. Are anybody doing that? Difficult, are they doing that?
Have you tried to talk to some of the prisoners like NCP, LCP to find out exactly if they're doing those?
When they hear my name, they be like, ooh.
So no dialogue at all. They don't contact you. Some
of them have contacted me, but then it's like off the record. I'm so sorry, but I'm sorry this is happening to your son, but just don't let them know that I spoke to you.
So it's like that. So it's kind of a closed wall.
And some of them been nice to me, and I really don't want to reveal them because they've been pretty good. Now, like I said, not all of them, but you know what it is? You just have to constantly be vigilant.
Right.
I'm watching you at LCP. I'm watching you. Shawshank Redemption.
Well, Miss MV, I really appreciate you coming out
here. Thank you. I'm sure y'all will see me again.
All right, definitely. We definitely want to have you back on and discuss, and keep us updated with what's going on with your son and also with your youth house, because that's some exciting thing that's going on.
Oh, yes. I'm excited.
We are
very excited about it, because I'm here to try to make a difference in society. I don't want to be a problem. I want to be part of the solution.
All right. And
knowledge is key.
That's it.
Knowledge, that's hornet.
That's right. Now, and this is Alfonso Todd with the GSS, Grown, Sexy, and Sober, and 5 Minutes of Flavor saying thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next month. Thank you.
Thank you.